Okay, I believe I have actually figured out what is going on with economics and the world as a whole, monetarily and business-wise. And personally, I think what has happened is people have forgotten that humans, human emotions actually drive business. And they started talking about this number and that number, gross profit, opportunity cost, statistical analyses, and stuff like that. And what it is they have forgotten that it's about the people as a whole, the employees, the clients, the customers, the investors. It's about everybody as a whole. And what has happened is they have put so much emphasis on the investor part, okay? Big businesses investing in companies, uh, people investing in companies and wanting a significant returns. What has happened is we have lost the information that was really important, that what business was founded on 4,000 years ago. You barter and trade and you make the customer happy, and but not only do you make the customer happy, you make the employee be able to survive on the income that you provide, and everything needs to be a good movement back and forth. There has to be a good circulation. So what happens is when you try to um, bring down the pay scale in order to save money, because I know for a fact, I actually have a friend of mine who did a statistical analysis that if he dropped the pay of his employees by 4%, that they would have a 3.5 to 5.5% profit out of this one business. Okay? And also, it's like, well, if we have two part-time people, usually we pay the part-time people less money. And also, they don't have to worry about giving, the company doesn't have to worry about giving them insurance. So this is what has happened, that the almighty dollar has downgraded everything. And you've taken the human emotions, the basic needs out of the people. And what has happened is, well, the people are getting upset and going, well, I was working my butt off, and my mom and dad had had a good life with a nice house and a dog and two or three kids or four kids, even, gosh, my grandparents had many more than five kids, and they still made ends meet. And these days, you can't even have three kids unless you go on Social Security or child support, or your husband or your wife makes a significant amount of money. I mean, like a PhD working for a college or a doctor or a, either that or you are physically working while he is working. You have two incomes, but then you have to pay for child care to the tune of $450 a week for two kids or even one kid, depending on the area. And this is what has happened is that businesses have gone, well, we've got to make our investors happy. We've got to keep the business going. We have to have profits, profits, profits. And the statistical analysis shows that if we have decreased the amount of pay that we pay our employees, increase output by scaring them, telling them that if they don't work their butts off, they're going to lose their job. If they're on salary, they were working 45, 50 hours a week, and now they're working 65 hours a week. And personally, I know a couple of people that are like that. And it has caused a domino effect. Okay? And then, of course, Obama is bringing in Keynesian economics, which doesn't work at all. It has never worked. I don't understand why people even try to bring it up. I don't even know why the professors even talk about it in college. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. Okay? If this was perfect, a perfect world, and everybody had some gumption to actually work instead of being either a freeloader or a greedy person, then it would actually work. But it doesn't work. And the reason why is because of psychology. I'm sorry. If you look at every single person in their individual life and the choices that they have made, it is because it was a direct result of what has happened to them during their lifetime. Okay, a person was given a very easy life as a child. They expect it when they are older. Okay, I know a person personally that is addicted to drugs. Okay, and has freeloaded off their family for their whole entire life or the state. Okay, and that is just not working. What had happened is, well, actually, she had tough love. I don't know why it has happened, but it is also because her boyfriend had been taught how to work the welfare system. And in fact, he was taught by his parents. And this is what is happening. The people that are on unemployment, some of them actually want to get a job. Okay? Then there are the people that don't want to get a job, that may have been doing drugs, or maybe not. They just don't want to work. They think it's easier to work, not work, and live at bringing home $550 a month and bringing home food stamps and then getting free health care for their kids or whatever, okay? Or reduced lunches, all that jazz, because it's free. But the problem is they have been taught how to work the system, and they will keep on working the system until you teach them otherwise. I think in Florida, they had talked about, I think they've actually done this. They have made everybody who is applying for unemployment or disability has to take a drug test. If they fail the drug test, they don't get any money. It makes sense. Why do I want to be paying somebody $500 or $800 a month so they can go home and smoke pot? It doesn't make sense. Okay? I'm a taxpayer. I'm pissed that my money is going towards some lazy freeloader who doesn't want to get a job. Now, there are certain reasons why they had started doing drugs. And maybe it was because they lost their job, or maybe it was because they didn't have a good support system, or maybe it was because they just got into the wrong crowd. Okay? Also, another problem is people have stopped doing morals in the schools, morals in the family. I think that there should be a big push on when you have a kid, you have to take either a class, not just on how to take care of the baby. Well, this is how we change the diaper. This is how we do the bottle. Did you know in England that they have a nurse that comes in and helps you for at least 3 months after you have your child? And you know what? That would be a great support system because not only are they teaching you how to take care of your baby, maybe there should be classes on how to raise your child. That is not taught in high school. There are people having babies right and left, and even in high school. In fact, let's see, unemployment's up, underage birth is up, um, pregnancy is up, and crime is up. Well, gosh, wonder why. The economy sucks, and people had no moral system, no good infrastructure to work off of.